Very recently, I completed a study with the help of OpenSNP. OpenSNP is a public database of people's raw DNA files. I downloaded and analyzed the genomes of 60 people and tried to find relationships between the 7 SNPs I picked out earlier with the actual eye color of these people. In my study, I must note, I only encountered Europeans. There were no Africans, no Middle Easterners, no East Asians among those I studied. There were a couple Latinos, one person of Caucasus heritage, and one person of partial South Asian heritage. Of the people present in my study, 19 had brown eyes, 19 had blue eyes, 12 had green eyes, and 10 had hazel eyes. A total of 60. Let's look at the first two major SNPs that determine eye color. First one is RS12913832. As we can see, the AA genotype is much darker than the GG genotype. Most people with GG genotype had blue eyes and only one person had brown eyes, whereas everybody with the AA genotype had brown eyes. Then, if we look at the RS16891982, we can see that most people with the GG genotype had a light eye color, blue or green or even hazel, but not many had brown, whereas everybody with the CC genotype had brown eyes. Moving on, the next SNP is RS1015362. We can see that people with the TT genotype had much darker overall complexion of the eyes than people with the CC genotype, although it's not as stark of a difference when we compare it to the previous two. If you look at RS1408799, we can see that the TT genotype is overall darker than the CC genotype. Once again, this is significant, but this is not comparable to the previous two SNPs. Now let's look at RS12896399. Here we can see that the people with the TT genotype tend to have much lighter color than people with the GG genotype. Once again, this is a pretty big difference, but it's not so big compared to the first two SNPs. That's why I put it in the end. Following that, the RS38292241 doesn't really seem to have much of a correlation with eye color. It's just kind of scattered all around, and I can't really find any proof that it would matter in terms of eye color. The final SNP, RS1540771. Although it does seem like people with the CC genotype have slightly lighter eyes than those with CT and TT genotype, it's not really a big difference. I can't really say that this SNP makes any difference at all, so yeah.